teacher who reportedly used the N-word in class but escapes punishment. Florida, put it up full mass. Okay?
With millions watching and many people benefiting from this program called Indisputable, we just need 1% of the viewers to become a paid member so we can continue to bring this content to you. Now back to the show.
So in Florida, according to a lawsuit, Steven Aggelis, a former English teacher at Tallahassee Classic School, was accused of being openly racist in class. The lawsuit was filed on May 29th, 2023 by the child's mother, Adrian Stanley, on behalf of her son, who is only referred to by the initials NM. According to the lawsuit, the Black child began attending the school from its inauguration in August 2020 as a 7th grader and displayed stellar work and behavior as a student, but was subjected to disparate treatment, different terms and conditions, and was held at a different standard because of his race, end quote. The lawsuit singles out the English teacher who would not openly use the N-word in class, not only openly used the N-word in class, but also referred to students as imbeciles. In February 2022, when NM, the minor, had returned to class after being absent the previous day, the teacher said, "Welcome back, Darky," end quote, in front of the entire class, the lawsuit states. But 2 months later, in May 2022, Stanley removed her child from the school after the principal failed to discipline the teacher for his comments. The school has yet to comment publicly on Mr. Aggelis or the lawsuit, but his name and photo are still on the school's faculty page. In October 2022, according to screen captures archived on the Wayback Machine, but he had been removed in 2023 February. And his LinkedIn page says he now works as an English teacher in Gadsden County, which neighbors Leon County and the Florida Panhandle, where the Tallahassee Classical School is based. So background of the school and the turnover principles, quite astonishing. Tallahassee Classic School in Florida was founded in 2020. All right, so this is a new school. It is a tuition-free charter school with a vision to, quote, develop exemplary citizens that are virtuous, thoughtful, articulate, and possess a lifelong passion for learning. That's on the school's website. But 3 years later, in 2023, it became the center of controversy after a parent complained the child was shown a photo of Michelangelo's statue, David, calling it pornographic because it depicts the biblical figure in the nude, leading to the forced resignation of the school's principal at that time. Now, just 1 year later, that principal, Carrasquilla's replacement, Cara Wynn, was also forced to resign June 10th. That's according to the Tallahassee Democrat, which states the circumstances leading to Wynn's forced resignation are unknown. But the principal's forced resignation came less than 2 weeks after a lawsuit was filed against the school, accusing the school of harboring a racist teacher who would openly use the N-word in class and also address a Black child as Darky. The hell? Florida. These are actual problems inside of schools. These are actual issues that students are facing, not from other students, not just from other students. In this case, it is from another teacher. And it is ironic that all of a sudden the school has nothing to say, not even we are looking into it. These things are not normal in the realm of education for young people. I mean, at one point, we actually would come together, regardless of politics, to say, let's come up with good solutions for our youth. Now, it's questionable if somebody who is openly racist saying racist terminology, it's a question if they should still be a teacher now. It's a good thing that you decided not to make a comment against such activity. Well, that simply means that your enterprise, I would not even call it a school, your company, your people inside of their company are not student advocates, because real student advocates will stand up for students regardless of race. That's what you do as a teacher, an administrator. All right, we shall see what happens with this lawsuit. Once again, the school has not provided an official response. Dear brother, thoughts?
Well, first of all, I want to thank Florida because Florida never fails. It never fails. Florida, thank you so much for providing myself and other comedians so much material. Thank you so much. As far as this teacher goes, Mr. Aggelis, the concept of uttering the N-word, let alone anything, well, what's the context? Was he reading Uncle Tom's Cabin out loud? Possibly. Welcome back, Darky needs no context. There is no time and place for a teacher to utilize those phrases, especially at a charter school, which is the reason which is used to uplift students. That's what you're supposed to do. Now, even if the teacher was reading Uncle Tom's Cabin, there are times where the N-word is prevalent in something. Here's the thing. I don't want to say that white people should never use the N-word. However, you shouldn't want to. But as far as using it in a factual setting, let's assume, and there's a wonderful comedian that explains this point, let's assume that aliens came to Earth and all of a sudden you wanted to use that word. Even in that case, you shouldn't use the word. You should find another word. Find another word.
Find another word.
And especially you're an English teacher. So you shouldn't be at any lack of vocabulary, Mr. Aggelis.
That's right. And Mr. Aggelis can just do what he does when referring to the Jewish community, how they never refer to them in a derogatory term. Just use that same logic when it comes to black people.